Hi everybody, my name is Speziale and I'm the national best-selling author of Market Masters, Interviews with Canada's Top Investors. So today I'm going to be talking about my big error of omission, missing out on Apple stock. So I just want to make an announcement that I've partnered with a cool new website called Patreon. That's patreon.com/Robin Speziale. And on that site, you can find access to exclusive content of mine, my top stock performers, portfolio, and watch list. Okay, so I'm starting to feel that Christmas spirit. You know, where I am here in Toronto, in the greater Toronto area, I see that malls are getting busier, Amazon is getting more clicks, office productivity is dropping to seasonal lows, my waistline is getting bigger, and I think it might even start snowing here in Toronto. Actually, it did last night, Thursday, October 9th. But around this time of the year, I also start to reflect. Yesterday, I was thinking about my old job at Best Buy and how I committed one of my biggest errors of omission in my investment career. The year was 2005, and I had just finished my exams, first year University of Waterloo. I moved back to Mississauga with my parents for the Christmas break and resumed a part-time job there at Best Buy in Oakville. It spanned a couple of weeks. I worked in the camera department, and I joked to friends, like, who sells cameras anymore and who buys them for that matter. Anyways, I'd walk the floor at Best Buy at that Oakville store to help customers all throughout the store, not just in cameras. And I noticed that the new Apple iPods always sold out. Okay, soon after the store received a new shipment. This is 2005. The product was hot, hot, hot. I was 18 years old at the time. And if you've read about my investment journey, you can find it on my website, robinspeziale.com. You'll know that I only held 5 stocks in my portfolio at that time. But while I was seeking and researching new stock ideas all the time, I didn't invest in Apple. The opportunity, though, was literally right there in front of me. Big error of omission. In hindsight, though, investing in Apple was a no-brainer. But looking back at it logically, Apple still hadn't released its Uber product, the iPhone, which catapulted the company into the big leagues. I invested in Apple years later, but obviously it didn't capture a big chunk of its price appreciation. I missed a couple of baggers there. You live and learn. Now I like to plant seeds in stocks if I have a strong gut feeling. But then if things don't work out with the company, the inner debate becomes, what's worse? Errors of omission? That is, I failed to pull the trigger on an eventual winner, or errors of commission? That is, I pulled the trigger but then lost money on a loser. I certainly didn't commit an error of omission on Canopy Growth Corp, which is formerly Tweed. If you've read my book, Market Masters, which came out in 2016, you might remember that I wrote in the book about first buying into Tweed while I was trading around $1 per share. Now, Canopy Growth Corp, which trades as WEED, W-E-E-D, on the Toronto Stock Exchange, is trading around $20 per share. So it might soon become my first 20 bagger, which is my investment is up 20 times. We'll see. Okay, so again, I like to make that announcement. I recently partnered with Patreon, which I mentioned at the beginning of this video, and there's exclusive content which you can only find on Patreon. As many of you know, if you subscribe to my newsletter on my website, I send out email and newsletters. I provide quarterly updates every 3 months of my top 10 stock performers. However, I don't ever reveal my full stock portfolio or watch list, and only provide updates every 3 months, never on a monthly basis. Well, now with Patreon, that's all going to change. I'll still release quarterly updates, like my top 10 stocks every 3 months through my email newsletter, but if you want more, you need to visit and become a member of my Patreon page now. Who knows, maybe I'll find another 20 bagger early, just like Canopy Growth Corp, W-E-E-D, WEED, on the Toronto Stock Exchange. But mostly, you'll get to see all of my well-researched small and mid-cap capital compounder stocks for the very first time. Anyways, check it out. I'll leave the Patreon link in the description to this video. And if 100 members sign up before Christmas, I'll donate another $500 to the Sick Kids Foundation here in Toronto. I've already donated $1,000 plus to date through the release of Market Masters, my best-selling book. Giving is a wonderful thing. Thank you very much. Have a great day.